Hi, so we're just in Belize City, as you can see, the capital city of Belize, and we're going to be exploring some of the Mayan archaeological sites on this side of Yucatan, so stay tuned for the video. So there's a second Belize sign further out from the city centre. This is actually closer to my hotel. So the adventure for today is I had the tour booked to Altun Ha and nobody came to pick me up. I was waiting from 8:45 to 9:30, nobody came. So my hotel's been able to call around and find another tour. So lesson to be learned, do not book with Caribbean Tour Base. Caribbean Tour Base. They did not have anyone come, so I guess they're a bit of a scam. So hopefully I'll make it to Altun Ha today. Okay, so we made it to Altun Ha after the cancellation this morning, so let's go and explore. So behold, Altun Ha, and I have the entire place to myself. There's nobody here. So there's actually more. When you come further in and then you look behind me, there's like another one right there. And again, I got the whole place to myself. There's nobody here. So you will never have this in Mexico, the entire site to yourself. Nobody. And then instead of climbing up and down these steps, what they've done is they've built a side staircase here. So you're not ruining the monument by climbing up and down these front steps here. So you can see my shadow and then the staircase is there. So I'm at the top of the pyramid. Again, there's nobody here. Again, do you see a single person in the background here? That's the beauty of Belize. You've got the entire site to yourself. There's like nobody here. You will never have that in Mexico. Okay, here's another one of the pyramids, and you can see the sign there is telling you to go that way for the side access. So we're going to work our way up. So you can just see the staircase back there, and then the sign is down there saying to go to the staircase, so we shall go up. So it looks like it is a bit of a climb, so give yourself some time. Okay, so I don't like heights, so I didn't go all the way up to the top of it. And as you can see, you're not exactly facing anything directly on this side. The other pyramid is sort of to an angle there, but there's always an option. I mean, you can take that staircase, and again, there's nobody here. Entire place to myself. Okay, we'll just do one last pan around of this site. So again, Altun Ha, about an hour's drive out of Belize City, and there's nobody here. You've got the entire place to yourself if you time it properly. So I'm just out of breath, so I came to the middle one, so you can kind of see both of them side by side. Because if I went up that one, it's not facing anything directly because they're at an angle here. So here's the other one. And if you come to the top of this middle one, there's a tree blocking the view, so you're not exactly facing each other. But you've got the place to yourself. So those are the highlights of Altun Ha after my first tour operator cancelled on me and never showed, and I was waiting there for 45 minutes and we had to scramble to find another tour operator that could bring me today. So again, you got the whole entire place to yourself. This is not Mexico. And now I'm starting to notice these dudes running around in here. And there's just a museum building here as well with just some artifacts. Okay, so to get to Lamanai we have to take these boats, so we'll just be heading over.
Hey, if you came from Belize, you know, when you had passed... Some crocodiles that you try to see if I can see maybe a 7 or 8 foot one. Have a snake camper and it's known as them.
Just have the group over there and he's telling us that this is the Jaguar Temple. Just have the Jaguar face there, so everyone's climbed up to the top. I'm not going up, and then there's another group just arrived down there. So you can see they've climbed quite a bit up to the top. I'm not doing all this climbing up and down every day. But the site is pretty much to ourselves right now. Again, so we're just exploring Lamanai right now. So you have to come on the boat, which was about an hour, and you see lots of wildlife and stuff. So halfway through Lamanai. So I'm just going to leave the group and wander off to the next temple, but I'll have it to myself. So just made it to the high temple. I left the group and came ahead, so I've got the site completely to myself, and there is a railing up there, so maybe you can climb up it, but I'm not climbing up and down all these temples. So they built these staircases around the back, which they don't have in Mexico. This is a lot safer to go up and down than climbing up and down the original steps, so I'll see how far I get. Okay, so I'm at one of the upper levels and I've got the place to myself right now before all the groups gets here. Okay, I just have to make sure that they can see me. So, there's the steps. I'm not going up those steps, it's round the back. Okay, I made it this far, I have this place to myself, but I'm out of breath and I'm not comfortable at heights. Okay. I am going back. So totally worth it. I left the group and came hiking on my own. It's about 500 meters. And behold, the masked temple. So let's go and see it. So definitely the highlight of Lamanai and worth that 1 hour boat trip to get here and to get back. So as you can see, the faces, you don't have these in Mexico. And again, I got the place to myself because I kind of came before the group. Again, so I'm on the upper level, I still have the place entirely to myself, there's nobody here. Well, there is a group, I just came before the group. So what do you think? Lamanai worth it? Belize worth it? Remember to like and subscribe to help the algorithm with this channel. There's a spider in the nostril. So I hope you enjoyed this Belize video. Remember to like, subscribe, and thanks again for watching. Okay, the next 6 days I'm going to be based in San Ignacio, so I booked a shuttle bus here for $30 US. It leaves at 12 every day, so I'm just waiting for the pickup. These are the first 2 days from Belize City. So first I went to Altun Ha on the first day. The second day, Lamanai is here, but we kind of went here and came down the river to get to Lamanai and then back up the river. And then back to Belize City. So that was the first 2 days. And now we're going across from Belize down to San Ignacio. So again, we're here in Belize City and I'm going across to San Ignacio, and from there I'm going to do, they're not marked on here. Xunantunich is here, Caracol is here, Altun ATM here. ATM is this one, and then Tikal is on the Guatemala side of the border here. So based in San Ignacio, I'll be doing all these day trips for 4 days. Okay, quick tour of my chalet at Cahal Pech Resort. So I have one of these cabins here, and let's just go and do a quick tour. So this is the hilltop of the town. So there's my hammock, and then there's a hilltop view overlooking all of the town and the inside. There's the bedroom, there's the bathroom back there, and then that's my view of the hammock overlooking the town. Okay, so we're actually starting there at the visitor center, and I guess we go around in a loop. Okay, we've just arrived at Caracol. It's not too busy. There's a few little tour groups. There's only 4 people in my group. So I'm not sure if we're going up. Other people have gone up.
So this just started their season. They're here with students. Every 1 year of excavations that's happening.
Okay, the guide is talking too much. That's what I hate about these groups, but as you can see, it's not that busy. Okay, they're just going up now. So what he was explaining is that there's 13 doors going across. Let me show you with my finger. So 13 of these doorways plus the middle one, 6 on each side. And then if you ignore the base, there's 6 rows here. 7 is the top layer, 6 down, so it makes 13 again. So those were the, 13 was the symbol of heaven. So I'm gonna sit up opposite on the other pyramid and just chill and let everyone else do all the walking while I just watch them climbing up and down. It's a lot of work. I'm not doing this every day.
Buffaloes would be actually big.
Oh, this is very small.
The Pen Museum. That's where you can see the original one of those. Holding the bar like this. At the tip of the bar have the serpent's figure with the mouth open. Now this is Plaza A. Stones like these still as Maya billboards. Yeah. Lady. Hola. do not sit on those stones. Hello. Don't sit on.
Okay, we made it to another one of the plazas at Caracol. This one is a lot easier to climb. I'm still a bit out of breath. And again, there's hardly anyone here, so enjoy. Again, just enjoying more of Caracol to myself. Okay, we're gonna go down here next. So just doing the reverse view now. Yeah. And we shall do one last span across. This is the observatory. This is the rear of the observatory where we were just at. And I believe we're done and we're just heading for lunch now, and then we're going to go to the waterfalls. So we're going across the border to Tikal, Guatemala. We just have to cross the border crossing here now.
The of the time is occupied from the 600 BC to the 900 AD.
Very big one.
So these people never had horses or
So just arrived in Tikal. It's still cold today, so we're going to go exploring around the site here today. Okay, this is one of the plazas of Tikal, and we just have a view overlooking a lot of the site. So there's lots of people walking down there, and up there you can see there's a viewing platform to get to that one. So there's multi-levels there. Just a plaza between the two pyramids. So just some background, we've done a day trip into Tikal, Guatemala. We crossed the border, and this was used in the Star Wars Episode 4 Yavin Rebel Base, and now he's telling us in the James Bond movie Moonraker as well, so it's been featured in several movies.
Around the Altun Lake. You pass for Altun?
That's a modern one, don't miss it.
The sun and the moon go together. The sun and the ring go together, but the most important guy comes first.
Okay, so we have the staircase going up.
Really interesting.
What I loved about that is you learn so much more about her being like a mom and a community member.
Okay, I don't like heights, it's about as much as I can do. So not a fan of heights, and it does freak me out a bit on the corners, but and there's kind of like a level underneath each one. So that one, there's a stone level underneath it to support it, and the same with that one. But that corner there is what freaked me out the most. Just another span, I got the side to myself right now, so you can see the people up there. I'm not climbing up there. And there's the two pyramids again. That one is the one with the viewing platform that I just came up. You can just see that viewing platform there where we started off from. Then I went across to the platform here, and now we're on the other side, looking back. Okay, so we're leaving this plaza, we're going to go to another big temple. This is temple 4, so I'll see how far can I get. So there's a lot more levels around up there to get to the top, so I took my pictures and I came right down. I can't deal with this. So we made it through the Grand Plaza and we're at temple number 4 now, and I guess we're going to head back for lunch and back to the car. So he's explaining this is the lunar cycle, and here's another one to climb up, but I'm not climbing this one.
Okay, sunrise temple.
So they're all climbing that one behind me, the big one. I'm going to climb this one by myself, there's nobody here. I'm not sure what you can see from up there because of all the trees. So it's kind of like Angkor Wat, Cambodia. You can just keep going and keep exploring and finding more stuff. So there's this one. Oh, that's the back of it. So there's just stuff everywhere if you've got the time. So that's the big one that they've climbed up, and then as you can see there's another pyramid behind the trees there. There's those ruins there, so it's like Angkor Wat, just keep exploring.
To observe time, they use the pyramid that we climbed.
7 temples for each month.
We built 3. The 3 that I showed you just now. Yeah. 3 global for 1, 2, 3. Stairs are not being restored. That's the reason why it's not allowed to climb.
So this is the ATM Cave tour. There's no filming allowed on it because it's a religious site, but you have to swim in the water to get into the site. And then these are the ruins there. Okay, just en route to the ATM Caves. There's no filming or photography allowed, so that'll be it, and I'll have to add them in later. Just the entrance area there, you can't do any filming. I'm just going to quickly show you the river. So you can see the road going across the river there. So it's a 3-kilometer hike to get to the caves, and you have to cross this river 3 times. So this is the deepest one. It goes above your waist. The other 2 are a bit more shallow, but there's different currents. There's hot water and cold water. And then once you get to the other side, then yeah, it's 3 kilometers hiking to get to the caves, and there's no filming or anything allowed because you're going to be underwater for a lot of the time. So I'll just walk back. So Yeah, so it's about 800 meters inside the cave. So you're completely submerged the whole time. You're not on dry land any of the time there. So you're hiking, you're rock climbing, you're swimming, you're doing everything. So up to the neck. Not all the time, there's a couple of times when you have to swim. You have to watch your footings because you can twist your ankle at any time. There's all kinds of rocks there. But yeah, it's a good workout. You need snacks as well because I was running low on energy. But yeah, they don't allow any filming or photography because it's a religious site. There's sacred things in there like skeletons and other things. And the lighting is poor and you can't contaminate the environment. It was worth it. It's probably like the most adventurous thing that I've done. I would do it again. But yeah, be prepared. Like again, you can't really show the extent of it on camera, but yeah, you're going to be submerged the entire length there and the entire length back. So it's a 2-hour round trip. And you're rock climbing, you're swimming, you're hiking, you're moving like Spider-Man all over the way. So just be prepared for that. And that's lunch. Now we're waiting for lunch back here with the vans. Okay, I just took that green taxi cab to get to Xunantunich. It was 7 Belizean dollars, which was $3.50 US. They wanted 120 US to come here on a tour, so I'm not paying 120 US. There's one road to get here, it's very easy. So, and again, 7 Belizean dollars, so let's go and explore. Alright, so there's one road to get here and there's the ferry right there. It's literally just there, so you could even wade across if you wanted. So that's the distance probably from there to there, so you can even just swim across. So that's literally the crossing from there to there. He has to crank it across by that wheel thing, and they ask for a donation. It's a free ferry. So you're just going to have a long trek for 20 minutes like this. A lot of it is uphill, and as you can see, I don't know if I'm halfway yet or not. So it is a long uphill ascent to get here, so you might want to see if you can get your taxi driver to bring you to the parking lot here to save you some of this.
Is this structure there that we were actually working? So up there.
So this is the main plaza. We're just seeing there's one here, there's one behind it, there's one less constructed there, and there's a couple more here. So I came up for the view and there's actually another plaza behind it. I'm just sweaty, so I came up the first pyramid. You can see the span of the middle one and the end one. The end one you can go all the way up. I'm not doing that. So I'll see. Maybe I'll just do the middle one. I can see somebody walking there. So we just made our way into another plaza here, and you can see this is the giant one. There's different levels you can go up, so I'm not going to go all the way to the top, but one of the mid levels, and then there's another one there. So I'm standing on the middle one. This is a view from the middle one. So this one you have staircases on either side to make it a bit easier.
That is land iguana. It's a land iguana. It's not like the ones you see on rivers.
I think I'm at the middle level and that's the top level. There's another staircase here. I'll do that staircase, but I'm not going to the top. And then you can see the other plazas in the distance.
And the actual trees that it might be.
So there is, if you come to the back, there is a staircase here to go up to those rooms, but those rooms look empty and I can't go any higher, like I'm not good with heights. Just another span from this side, so you can see the middle pyramid is just behind the tree there. That's the middle plaza. Here's the big one. That is the staircase that I came up. This one here.
I never used to be paranoid.
So again, we have multi-level terraces down there. That's where I came. This is another one here, and then there's the ways to go up that I'm not going up anymore. So you can see people at the top level there. There's somebody walking at that level there. And then so you can see the multi-levels. I think I got as far as that staircase here. You can just see someone at the top. Again, so we just have a span of plaza number 3 again. There's the big one there. There's that middle one. And then there's another plaza behind it back there.
That's a spider-tailed iguana, and you can see the male and the female.
Okay, I'm just resting on a log here. As you can see, I don't go up and down. I can't do it. People can if you want to do it. Again, so I came here by taxi. The taxi was $7 Belizean and the entrance fee was $25 Belizean. So the tours are $120 US. So it's very easy to come by yourself, but you can do it with a tour. There's all the walking from the ferry that I have to do, and I have to do that going back. But yeah, so that's the highlights of Xunantunich, and the last one I'll be doing tomorrow is Cahal Pech. So So I'm just going to take this ferry back. It's a donation, and it looks like I'm going to have it to myself because none of the other groups are here yet.
My name is Edwin and I'm a Mayan. In the front, Mom, in the front.
The tail on him, you can see it does not follow the beautiful pattern. Take a look at Chunky, she has the beautiful pattern following. And the girls are the legs. See, take a look. No femoral force, guys. Are these green iguanas? Yes.
Okay. We're here, folks.
Oh, come here.
Folks, bear in mind that inside the cave we will be meeting other guests. We're coming here into the cave. Actually, archaeologists have found remains of 33.
Okay, last stop is Cahal Pech Archaeological Reserve, and as you can see from the side there, I'm actually staying in Cahal Pech Resort in those chalets back there, so it's across from me. Very easy to get here. It's just this big hill coming up and down. So this is the last Mayan site we're going to see. So this is the main plaza of Cahal Pech. It's not as grand or elaborate as the other sites, but you know, smaller sites are not too physically exerting. From here you can actually see that there are 3 pyramids. There's the large centre one and the 2 side ones. And we're just going to continue. This one has a large side one as well that you can go up. So there's actually a surprise when you climb up and come through, there's a whole other plaza back here. So considering my hotel is just behind this, you have no clue that any of this is here because of the trees. It's just completely covered. And again, this isn't one of the most popular ones. You pretty much have the site to yourself, except for that large tour group, but they're not here yet, so I have it to myself to explore. So you can see the ball court there. There's stairs down here, but there's lots of walking up and down, which I'm not doing. So at night I hear packs of monkeys howling. It sounds like dogs barking, so they must be coming from here because this is all jungle and it's right next to the hotel. And again, you have no clue that it's here because it's completely hidden. So this is a bit more rustic than the other sites, but it is actually quite a fair size. I didn't expect it to be this large, and again, it's right next to my hotel. No idea it was here. It keeps spreading out in all directions. Again, so not one of the most popular sites, but don't overlook this one because there is quite a lot. There's, I think, 5 different plazas once you wander around, and it's more rustic to give it a more, you know, aged look. So those are the mystery doorways that I came through the tunnels, and we're back there at the main plaza, so there is quite a bit to do here. Again, just to wrap up, so Cahal Pech was the last archaeological site. As you can see, it's mostly to myself. And so just to summarize the trip, I was here for 10 days. I did Altun Ha, Lamanai, Caracol, Tikal Guatemala, Xunantunich, and now Cahal Pech. I might have missed one, and the ATM Caves, which was a religious site. So it's definitely a good alternative to Mexico. It's mostly a mature crowd here, but again, it's not that crowded. It's more experienced travelers that have done, you know, a lot more. But again, I'm glad I made the choice to come here, and I can see myself coming here again. So hope you enjoyed the video. So there's the Grand Central Plaza, and then there's 8 plazas around it, so there's actually 9 plazas in total. So, worth exploring. Don't overlook this one. Again, so this is the parking lot, and my resort is literally right behind it, Cahal Pech Resort, so it's very easy to come here from where I'm staying. So hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to check out my channel for other videos, like and subscribe, and thanks again for watching.